Hello, e-learning artists. This is the book we will use for learning from home today, or possibly from someone else's home, or maybe a YMCA schools out situation. There are two projects from which to choose after you hear the book and the directions about how to spend your e-learning art class. First of all, I need to tell you, if you share the e-learning art day with a sibling, which happens a lot at Lantern Road, you can watch the video book together, you can listen to the directions together, and you can create your art together. Everyone has the same directions, but you're going to work at your own pace and at your own grade level ability, of course. Keep in mind, when we're at school together, art is 50 minutes long, but when you're working at home, it's not the same time frame. Spend 20 minutes or maybe 30 minutes on your art at the most. Submit whatever you get done. If you get something finished, great. If you don't, just submit what your progress looks like, because I love to see whatever you worked on. And no matter what, just like when you're in the art room with Mrs. Billman, clean up your mess when you're done, no matter where you are. Please understand that Mrs. Billman understands when you're working from home for e-learning or wherever you are, you might not have a huge selection of art supplies and equipment. This can be done with many art supplies. It can also be done with a basic CVS receipt for your paper to draw on the back. And if you only have a pencil or an ink pen, you can still get the job done. If you want to bring it to school, you can color it when you come back to me, if you don't have coloring equipment with you. So, Never Let a Unicorn Scribble is by Diane Alber. We're going to find out why you should never let a unicorn scribble. I recently got a pet unicorn. Ooh, look at that. I know it's hard to believe, but it's true. And everyone keeps telling me, never let a unicorn scribble. Why would anyone say such a thing? I mean, unicorns can run on rainbows, so why can't they scribble? Look at that. Interesting. I thought if I gave her just one crayon, what could go wrong? Oh. Well, I'll tell you, she ate it. Now, my favorite bright pink crayon was traveling to the belly of my unicorn. This is probably why people are saying unicorns should never scribble, because they eat crayons. Oh, unhappy. Then it occurred to me, maybe unicorns don't know how to use crayons. So I gathered all my crayons and started to scribble. Oh, so she's modeling. And Unicorn is watching. I made a blue scribble, a pink scribble, a yellow scribble, and even a crazy scribble. Now that she could see how crayons worked, I thought I would give her another chance to scribble. I took out a teal crayon and placed it right in front of her. And she ate half of it. Oh no. Listen to me, Unicorn. We do not eat crayons. We draw with them. But then I realized a unicorn couldn't hold a crayon like I could. Maybe that was why she was eating them. I had an idea. Maybe if I tied a few crayons to her horn, that would help her scribble. Within seconds, glitter scribbles started shooting out like water from a fire hose. Sparkling rainbow scribbles were everywhere. They were on the floor, on the ceiling, on the walls. They were even on my lamp. I had been begging my mom to redecorate my room for a while now, but I don't think this is what she had in mind. Oh my goodness. Then I heard a noise down the hall. This was it. I was going to be in so much trouble. I popped out of my room and blocked the door. Before my mom could say anything, I started to explain the mess she was about to see. Well, it all started when I heard "Never let a unicorn scribble," but I had to find out why. So I gave my unicorn a crayon and she ate it. Then I tried to teach her to scribble, but then she ate another crayon. So I tied the crayons to her horn, and boy, was that horn magical. The scribbles started shooting out like water fountains, and they were so sparkly, but it made such a mess, and I'm so sorry. Mom peeked around the corner and smiled. You didn't make a mess. You made a glowing masterpiece. When I turned around, all the scribbles were right there on my easel, not the ceiling, not the walls, not on my lamp. They were all on one big piece of paper, and it was the most amazing art ever. All this time, people wanted to stop unicorns from scribbling. It could be because they eat crayons, or because it's so messy. But if my unicorn had never scribbled, she would have never learned how to make this masterpiece. So the next time you hear a unicorn shouldn't scribble, just remember, all great art starts with a dot that turns into a line that could turn into a scribble. And even unicorns have to start somewhere. The end. So, your unicorn art. You have a choice to create a unicorn sculpture, but it needs a scribble background. If you choose unicorn sculpture, you're going to need to look around your house or your art space for Play-Doh. You might possibly have Model Magic. If you have aluminum foil, you can form aluminum foil into a unicorn. You can even make paper wads into a unicorn, but you need to scribble colorfully on a piece of paper to place your unicorn on your scribbles, take a photo, and submit it to Canvas. Those directions are written out in this Canvas lesson if you would like to reread them yourself, or you can rewind this video. You can learn or remember how to submit to Canvas by following the steps in this lesson. They even have pictures to help you along. You can also choose to draw the unicorn first. There is a step-by-step drawing guide in this lesson, and then you will of course scribble the background. Even if you don't have several colors, use what you have and submit your progress. I don't care if you didn't get finished. I just care that you tried your personal best. Good luck, artists. See you back in the art room.